Star Trek enthusiasts have been eagerly awaiting the next chapter in the beloved franchise for the past 6 years, ever since the success of Star Trek Discovery reignited the television series.
Commander Pavel Chekhov, Starfleet, United Federation of Planets.
This resurgence brought Starfleet's most exceptional talents back to our screens, embarking on thrilling cosmic escapades. However, it's important to remember that this resurgence of Star Trek on television and the anticipation for the next installment wouldn't have been possible without the resounding success of the reboot films. These films, featuring Chris Pine as Captain Kirk and Zachary Quinto as Mr. Spock, boldly ventured onto the silver screen in 2009, kick-starting a new era for the franchise. They were followed by 2 more films, Star Trek Into Darkness in 2013 and Star Trek Beyond in 2016. Now, 7 years later, fans continue to yearn for the next installment in this rebooted saga. Recently, Lindsey Beer, a talented writer and director known for her work on the Pet Sematary Bloodlines prequel, discussed the progress of the highly anticipated follow-up to Star Trek Beyond. While it seems that the project is still in its early stages, Beer expressed optimism about the possibility of the 4th installment becoming a reality. In her own words to Nemiroff, It's still on the tracks. I love that project, and it was another one that I had to hop off of to direct this movie, and that was a hard thing to do, but I love that everybody involved with that project. Initially, Star Trek IV had been scheduled for production in the latter part of 2022, surprising even the returning cast members with its sudden announcement. Although it seems that Beer may no longer be part of the script writing team, there is encouraging information indicating that the studio hasn't abandoned the project. Director Matt Shakman expressed similar sentiments in a prior discussion earlier this year with Collider. Shakman had originally been chosen to direct the 4th installment, but had to step away from the project when he was selected to helm the upcoming Fantastic Four movie, which marks the super team's introduction into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In his conversation with editor-in-chief Steve Weintraub, Shakman mentioned, "I believe they are still developing a version of the project based on the work I was involved in during my time with it." While it may take some time before the movie gains full momentum, Star Trek enthusiasts can take comfort in the knowledge that the project remains firmly on the studio's agenda. The timeline for Star Trek IV's production may have hit a few warp speed bumps, but the commitment to delivering another thrilling adventure in the Star Trek universe remains unwavering. It's not uncommon for major film projects to undergo shifts and adjustments, especially when key creative talents like writers and directors have other compelling opportunities on their horizons, as seen with Beer and Shakman. This interstellar journey might be temporarily on hold, but the cosmos of possibilities within the Star Trek universe is vast and enduring. As fans eagerly await updates and developments, the anticipation for what lies beyond the final frontier continues to burn brightly. The Star Trek legacy lives on, and it's only a matter of time before it once again graces the silver screen with its iconic presence. Star Trek IV could have the wildest father-son team-up film we would have ever seen. The potential for Captain Kirk to reunite with his father, George Kirk, in an alternate timeline promised a captivating storyline filled with emotional depth and character growth. Before he gave Star Wars its groove back, J.J. Abrams efficiently rebooted Paramount's beloved Star Trek series for the big screen. Back in 2009, the studio roped the filmmaker in to completely retool the franchise, allowing the creative the opportunity to give the Starship Enterprise a fresh coat of blockbuster paint. Abrams' vision for Star Trek brought a modern sensibility to the beloved sci-fi series, attracting both longtime fans and newcomers. His approach successfully balanced action, character development, and the spirit of exploration, breathing new life into the franchise. This revitalization paved the way for 2 more films, Star Trek Into Darkness and Star Trek Beyond, each offering its unique take on the iconic cruise adventures. The long wait for Star Trek IV means that J.J. Abrams' Enterprise cast will be middle-aged when they return, presenting exciting opportunities for character development and storytelling. This is especially significant given that Star Trek Strange New Worlds is already exploring the early years of Lieutenant James T. Kirk and Lieutenant Spock. For Chris Pine's Captain Kirk, who was portrayed as young and reckless in the first 3 films, this delayed sequel offers the potential to witness his maturation. Chris Pine, currently in his early 40s, brings a different perspective to the character compared to William Shatner, who was nearly 50 when he reprised his role for Star Trek the Motion Picture. Consequently, Star Trek IV can delve into Kirk's life and career at this pivotal point, exploring how he has evolved and what challenges he faces. The Star Trek franchise has a history of addressing themes related to aging and confronting mortality, as seen in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. While Star Trek IV may not directly borrow from Into Darkness, it can tell a brand new story that explores these themes. Given Kirk's role as a father, introducing the character of David Marcus or creating a new son for Chris Pine's Kirk could add depth to the narrative. Considering the Kelvin timeline's unique dynamics, reuniting Kirk with his late father, Lieutenant George Kirk, could be a compelling storyline. George's early death on the USS Kelvin contrasts with Jim Kirk's extended lifespan, offering intriguing opportunities for the crew to confront their own mortality and evolve as characters. In essence, Star Trek IV has the potential to be a thought-provoking and character-driven installment in the franchise, allowing fans to see the beloved crew in a new light as they face the challenges of middle age, fatherhood, and the passage of time in the ever-expanding Star Trek universe. Star Trek IV plot, what to expect in the upcoming Star Trek installment. While specific plot details for the fourth movie remain undisclosed at this time, there is exciting potential for its direction. The previous film, Star Trek Beyond, concluded with Kirk retaining his role as the USS Enterprise captain, and Spock rekindling his romance with Uhura, setting the stage for new adventures aboard a fresh USS Enterprise. This open-ended conclusion offers limitless possibilities for the fourth installment. Chris Pine suggests that the key is to stay true to the essence of Star Trek and cater to the loyal fanbase. He envisions a movie that remains focused on the dedicated fans who cherish this beloved crew and story, rather than trying to emulate the mass appeal of Marvel films. The goal is to create a movie that resonates with Star Trek enthusiasts, and if it attracts a broader audience, that's an added bonus. By maintaining the essence of Star Trek and crafting a narrative that honors its core fanbase, the fourth installment aims to deliver an authentic and meaningful experience. It's not about competing with blockbuster franchises, but rather about staying true to the heart and soul of Star Trek. Chris Pine's vision is to create a movie that appeals primarily to those who have a deep affection for the characters and the universe they inhabit. In doing so, the film can be crafted with a level of dedication and passion that ensures it remains faithful to the essence of Star Trek. And that's that for today's video, folks. We hope you enjoy this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Also, don't forget to comment below and let us know which things impressed you the most. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.